All right, Gooners Gone Wild podcast back again at Old City Cheesesteaks and Brew. I'm here with Paul following that 2-2 draw in the first North London derby of the season. Overall, how do you feel about the match?
It's not a loss, but it feels like a loss. We're still undefeated with, Brighton and Liverpool getting results. It's a bit tougher. I think the biggest takeaway is the injuries. We went from having depth to potentially looking at the lineup for the next game a little bit more worried. It's a derby. It was always going to be a tough game, but, would have loved the 3 points.
Would have loved the 3 points, exactly. I feel like this feels more like a loss than a draw at this point because we dropped points. How do you feel?
I mean, anything other than 3 points from a game against Tottenham is going to feel like a loss. I really felt confident before the game. A lot of people have been talking about Tottenham, since the start of the season. Handball, they've looked better. But I feel like they haven't been tested. I feel like they haven't really played anybody. So I really wanted to get a result today to kind of, put them in their place. Unfortunate that we didn't get that. Some shocking refereeing decisions that played into it. I know it's an old song for an Arsenal fan to sing, but I feel like the Romero handball should have been a red card.
Okay.
I feel like there have been multiple possibilities for people to get second yellows. I feel like Udogie should have been sent off, to be honest with you.
What do you feel about the Nketiah foul? Do you think that's a potential red card there whenever he slid in on their keeper?
I feel like it could have been a straight red, let alone a second yellow. It's a no attempt to play the ball. It's a targeting call in the NCAA and in the NFL, but it's not a foul. So, listen, there's been a couple of tackles that our players made in this game that I really liked because I feel like the challenge on Son. Was one of those, after he scored the equalizer, it felt like hey, you just scored, have that one. It wasn't carded. I like that it wasn't carded. Derby is supposed to be a little bit more physical. So it's a tough position to be in because I feel like the ref handled the game well.
Yeah.
But we also didn't get a couple of calls that could have resulted in a better result for us. So, it is what it is.
I think one of my biggest takeaways from this match was the missed chances that we had. Nketiah in the first half near post, and then Jesus stealing the ball off of Madison and hitting it over the top of the bar. Do you think clinical finishing is something that we've been struggling with and could continue to struggle with throughout the rest of the season up top?
I think we have enough. I think the misses that we did have, I will sort of slot that to the fact that it's a derby. I think everybody's a little bit more amped up. Everybody's a little bit more on edge when it's a derby. So I feel like, 8 times out of 10, Jesus puts his chance away.
Yeah.
I was definitely, I know I'm not directly responding to your question, but we're gonna talk about this regardless. I feel like the subs were baffling today. I mean, we're all gonna see what happened with Rice. I'm hoping. Once again, it's a confusing position because I hope Rice is not hurt, but I also hope he is because if he took off Rice at halftime to put in Jorginho, it's on the manager, right? To not take off Eddie, who's on a yellow and who's flying into challenges into the keeper, and not put Jesus up top and then put Reece on the left. It was confusing. I mean, Mikel has done this to us numerous times in the last couple of years. So, I'm hoping Declan's not seriously hurt. If he's hurt enough to be taken off in this game, I'm hoping Saka is not seriously hurt. I know he's been dealing with an Achilles problem. It's been talked about, and that injury looked like, reminiscent of the Aaron Rodgers of the Jets. So I'm hoping it's not serious. I'm hoping that we're going to be okay for dinner because we have a lot of games coming up. We got league games, we got cup games, we got Champions League games. So the depth for me is the biggest takeaway from this game. We didn't lose. We're still undefeated in the Prem.
Yeah.
But the depth is possibly shrinking away, and that's a big deal.
Anything else for our Gooner fans at home?
Believe in the team. Believe in the crest. It doesn't matter what the result is. It's Arsenal till we die.
Arsenal through and through. And as always, Gooner fans, come on, you Gooners.
Come on, you Gooners.